So welcome back students for the discussion of question number 8 from the sheet. Raman borrowed rupees 2,500. The money which is borrowed is rupees 2,500 and it is considered as principal at 5% simple interest. Okay, this time again it is the simple interest which is not given. Rate of interest is given 5% for 2 years. Time is 2 years. He immediately lends out this money at compound interest at the same rate for the same time. Okay. So what is the gain at the end of 2 years? Correct to 2 nearest rupees. Means as he borrowed, so he has to pay some simple interest. And when he lent out, he will charge some money as compound interest. The difference between this compound interest and simple interest will be his gain, as he has to pay simple interest on that money when he borrows. When he borrows, he has to pay simple interest. So we write simple interest paid by Raman. Okay, this is the simple interest paid by Raman and it can be directly obtained using the formula PRT upon 100. Now principal is 2,500, rate of interest 5 time 2 years upon 100. As we know that we can directly find the simple interest using the formula. Now these two zeros will be cancelled out. 5 2s are 10, 25, 10 are rupees 250. So this is the simple interest paid by Raman. Again, when he lends out, means when he lent out this sum, when he lent out this sum, he will charge compound interest on it. Will charge compound interest on it. Why? And when he lent out this sum at compound interest. So we write the compound interest charged by Raman, as we cannot find it at once without using formula we are using now. So for first year, we write principal. He lent out rupees 2,500 at the rate of 5%. First for first year. First year is only 1 year. So when we find the I1 interest, it is P1 RT upon 100. Always denote them with the symbol P1 2,500, rate 5 time 1 over 100. Zeros will be cancelled out. Rupees 25 5s are 125. Now amount after 1 year, which is denoted by A1. Use the same standard symbols for first year must be written as the heading. This must be written means it is compulsory to write for first year. Students are not writing this, which is wrong. Now P1 plus I1, P1 is 2,500, I1 is 125. So the total amount after 1 year is rupees 2,625, which will be the amount due at the end of first year, we can say. And for second year, it becomes the principal for second year, which is denoted by P2. It is always equal to A1, which we have already calculated as 2,625. Rate of interest is same and time for second year, time will be only 1 year. So interest, which is denoted by I2, write the formula always P2 RT upon 100 equals to 2,625 into 5 into 1 over 100. Multiply them to get the interest for second year. So it is, when we multiply 26 5 of 130, 131.25 rupees. Okay. So this is the interest for second year, and what we have to find is gain at the end of 2 years. Means first we find the compound interest for 2 years, and it is very clear that it will be obtained when we add interest for first year to the interest for second year. Interest for first year was 125. Interest for second year is 131.25, and add them to get 256.25. Always write this symbol of rupees. Okay, so gain of Raman, as this is the interest charged by him, rupees 256.25, and this is the interest paid by him, rupees 250. So whatever is the difference will be the gain obtained by Raman. Always write these types of simple statements. 256.25 minus 250. He charged rupees 256 to the person to whom he lent the sum, and he pays rupees 250 to the person from whom he borrows the sum. So he has gained rupees 6.25, which is the gain for Raman. Rupees 6 in nearest rupees. We have to write the answer in nearest rupees. So write the answer at the end, and this is the answer. Hope you all must have understood this. So practice it well to get the concept of compound interest.